Reviews 3 and 4, Lesson 3C, Variables Only. Let's get started. Number 1, x over e equals L. I want to get x alone. E is attached by division, move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign, and that undoes the division. My final answer is L times E. We can write it LE. Usually, I'd write that EL because I like things to go in alphabetical order if I can. When I get to the alphabet part, I put it in alphabetical order. All done. Number 2, x over w equals 14. I want to get x alone. W is attached by division, move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. X equals 14w. Number 3, v equals x over 3. I want to get the x alone. 3 is attached by division, move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. X equals 3v. X over 21 equals q. I want to get the x alone. 21 is attached by division. I can slip it right in here for multiplication. That was handy. I get x equals 21q. Number 5, 3t equals x all over 1 over 3. To get the x alone, the 1/3 is attached by division, move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. 1 times 3 times t is 3t, all over 3 equals x. 3 over 3 is the same as 1. That reduces, so I'm getting t equals x. Number 6, y equals x all over 1 over y. I want to get the x alone. This is attached by division, move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign, and it's gone. 1 times y is y, all over y, because this is really over 1, and 1 times y is y. Y over y equals 1. When the top and the bottom are the same, it reduces to 1. Number 7, 3 times sad face equals x all over 1 over sad face. It's a sad problem, but I shouldn't even be looking at the things attached. Keep your eye on the prize, the x. 1 over sad face is attached by division. Move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. Let's clean this up. Sad face over sad face goes away. Yay, we're glad the sad face is going away. So I'm getting 1 times 3. 1 times 3 is 3. My answer is 3. Number 8, x over 13 over g equals g. I want to get x alone. 13 over g is attached by division. Move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. G over g reduces to 1, and my final answer is 13. Number 9, x all over 1 over 2h equals s. I want to get x alone. This is attached by division, move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. I'm getting x equals s all over 2h. I can't reduce that anymore. I'm done. Number 10, x all over z over 3 equals 7 over z. I want to get the x alone. Z over 3 is attached by division. Move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. That undoes the division. 7 times z is 7z, all over z times 3 is 3z. Z over z reduces to 1, and I'm getting x equals 7/3. All done. Review number 4, lesson 3C. Take a screenshot and try these on your own, then watch me do them. Number 1, x over p equals 1. I want to get the x alone. P is attached by division. Move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. I'm getting x equals p. I don't need to write the coefficient 1. It's understood. Number 2, x over pi equals 9 over 2 pi. I want to get the x alone. Pi is attached by division. I'm going to move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. I put it at the top because I know I'm going to multiply tops and bottoms. If you'd like to put a 1 here, you can. So now we're going to get, I'm going to write it here. 9 times pi is 9 pi. 2 pi times 1 is 2 pi. Pi over pi reduces to 1, and I get 9 halves. X equals 9 halves. Number 3, sunshine equals x over 27. I want to get the x alone. 27 is attached by division. Move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. And I'm done. X equals 27 sunshines. Number 4, x over sad face equals happy face. Let's make that a happier face. I want to get the x alone. The sad face is attached by division. Move it by multiplication to the other side. Whoops, that's a sad face. Of the equal sign, and it's gone. These are not anything that I can combine, so I'm just getting x equals happy face, sad face, all done. Number 5, 18 equals x over 1 1/9. I want to get the x alone. 1 1/9 is attached by division. I'm going to move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. I'm going to put it parentheses because this is looking like one big complicated number. I'm going to reduce this for you. I'm going to take this mixed number and turn it into an improper fraction. 1 times 9 is 9, plus 1 is 10. 10 over 9 times 18, I'm going to put a 1 here, equals x. Remember, this one is a placeholder, but it kind of helps us to recognize the top and the bottom. 18 I can write as 9 times 2. 9 over 9 is 1, and I end up with 10 times 2 is 20. 20 equals x. Number 6, 9t equals x all over 1 over t. I want to get the x alone. The 1 over t is attached by division. Move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. That undoes the division. You see this t over t? T over t reduces to 1. 1 times 9 is 9. So I'm getting 9 equals x. 7, w equals x over w. I want to get the x alone. W is attached by division. I'm going to move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. We haven't really gone through this yet, but w times w is called w squared. W squared equals x. Why is it not 2w? Let's check that out. What is 3 plus 3? 3 plus 3 is 6. That's the same as 2 3s. If I did 3 times 3, I would get 9. So 3 times 3 is definitely not the same as 2 times 3. So we write that as 3 squared. 3 squared means write it twice. So 3 squared is the same as 3 times 3. So when I have two variables that are the same and they multiply, we put an exponent to recognize how many of them there are. We'll go through that more in exponents. Number 8, here's my x. I want to get it alone. This stuff is attached by division. Move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. That is a 5. I have star over star. That goes away and gives me 1 in its spot. So my final answer is 5/6. It looked scary, but the steps are always the same. Keep your eye on the prize, get this guy alone, and you're going to get the answer. Number 9, x all over t over b equals b. I want to get x alone. T over b is attached by division. Move it by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. And this b over b gives me 1. And x equals 1t. Number 10, x over b over 3 equals 15 over b. I want to get the x alone. B over 3 is attached by division. It moves by multiplication to the other side of the equal sign. X is alone. I can do this math. B over b reduces to 1. And 15 over 3 equals 5. That was pretty messy to start with, and it just came down to 5. Thanks for being here, and you can move on to lesson 4.